All right, welcome this April 11th. I'm Arif Gilany here, Toronto, Canada. We're talking about AI finance, but I had an amazing experience today. I wanted to share with you. The biggest lesson that I have learned is if you don't follow, if you're not able to follow instructions, nobody wants to work with you. Allow me to explain. I was at an audition in Hamilton, Ontario today, and the lady said, "Nice to meet you, all the greetings, really excited, blah, blah, blah. Did you follow the instructions?" And I have been busy, so I wasn't able to follow the instructions online in an email, flipped my mind all of the emails that I get. So she said, "Here's the instructions, take it home." And she gave me this sheet, this spin right here. And she said, "Go online, follow the instructions, and you'll be able to join our community." As simple as that. I learned the biggest lesson of my life. The lesson was that if you can't follow instructions, you'll miss out a lot of opportunities. Those of you who see this video, some of you are in Aurum Foundation. This is directly talking to you. This is now we're going to the next level of training. Those of you who see this by accident or someone sends it to you, make sure you get back to the person who sent you this video and thank them. Thank them. Today I'm going to show you how to take money out of your Aurum account, put it in a wallet of your choice, and from there transfer it into your account. I'm also joined here by my good friend Vince, who is the first voyager right now going to Vanguard, working on a progressive system that can benefit every single customer. I've been in business over 30 years. I've been in many, many types of businesses, corporate world. You mentioned it. I have done it. I've had more than 50 jobs. So the lesson is, if you cannot follow instructions, nobody wants to hire you. But if you are able to follow some instructions that I'll show you right now in video, and you request a link from the person who sent you this video, from tomorrow you can make money. As simple as that. The age of AI finance is here. I'm excited to have been one of the few people in Canada to be invited to this AI finance community by my good friend Hadi Mahochi, who's living his life in a Okinawa beach in Japan. Otherwise, he'd be here in Montreal freezing his booty. Again, we're just people. We talk professional and we have a lot of fun. I'm Canadian. Most foremost, people ask me, "Where are you from?" That's been a big question of my life. I'm turning that into a docudrama series. That's another project. If you stay here long enough and follow the instructions given in this video, you will be able to change the course of your life, no matter how many decisions you made, no matter how many defeats you've had. They say in business, you only have to be right once. In life, you can be right every single day and it wouldn't even matter. But in business, if you write once, it could change the course of your life. And I'm here to share some life-changing information about AI finance, Aurum Foundation, what's involved. Why do we do this? Why on a Sunday afternoon I'm here with my good friends talking about AI finance when everybody else is watching the game, they're watching TV, they're watching whatever they're watching or doing whatever they're going. Maybe they're in church praying to God, "Jesus, please come and save me." I've had people who go to church today and they haven't done a positive thing. I've had people who are Muslims who went to the mosque on Friday and today they haven't done anything to practice that religion. There's a beautiful poetry in my language, in Persian actually. It says that each religion has no, it's a purity unity. What the problem is in us who pray, who basically we want to be religious people, we want to be political people, we are the problem. The gates are open. Technologies change this world the way I know it. So Vince has been with me, my colleague, for many, many years. This is where you bring your best friends. This is where you bring your business partners. This is where you bring your accountant. This is where you bring the people you actually appreciate their opinion. That's what happened with Vince and I. So I'm going to go right to a short presentation right after that. And in between that, I'll switch screens so you can see what actually I'm doing here at home, just helping people out, making money at home. If you like that, you can request the information to register from whoever sent you this video, as I mentioned. But Vince, I believe you could see my screen, my friend. Are you
Yeah.
there, my
Yes.
co-host?
Yes, sir. I see it.
Thank you very much for your attention, my good friend. We are the Morgan Gilany Group, Inc. Somebody said, okay, you're the Gilany. Who is Morgan?
February 2000.
I said, well, Morgan is whoever has an idea that can benefit Gilany Group. So if you have an idea, we're here to empower your future. This is AI Finance with Arif Gilany. We're in Toronto, Canada. This company went public on January 17, 2026. Vince and I had the pleasure of joining before it went public. It's pre-launch. Since we're recording this, I'm not going to go through the video. There's a 10-year roadmap that you can watch on this series, on this channel. Those of you who watch, those of you, as I mentioned, this is for you who already are in Aurum Foundation. We can go through this. It's a preview. Who is speaking? It's Arif Gilany. I'm an author. I've written 3 books, and I have been speaking all over the world about a balanced life cycle. I'm also the co-founder with my good friend Vince here of Camel Care, which we extended and combined with Naga Saudi. So we are Camel Care Naga. Naga in Arabic means the female camel. We're going to tell you a story of the camel on the side. But today we're here to talk to you about AI finance, this robot that you see on my screen. Follow the robot on every screen. Follow him, see what it can do for you and your family. Because I'm a teacher. I was teaching people about the law of belief, the law of expectation, the law of thinking, the law of attraction. And now I'm telling you about the most important law that Einstein said is the eighth wonder of the world and the most powerful force in the universe, compound interest. So let's talk money. I'm not a financial advisor, by the way, just an independent researcher. I do my own understanding of the marketplace, and you should do too. Risk tolerance, market understanding, and personal skills in these fields are very important, which we teach here. Let me ask you a question. Vince, good friend, you and I have gone to many of these banks. We got money from them. We lost money to them. If you had $1,000, which you did on August of 2025, and we saw this opportunity together, if you had $1,000 in there, and I want you to answer this in Scotiabank, wherever you had that $1,000 in, if you had it there since August of 2025, how much money do you think you would have made on that account?
Probably nothing. In fact, I probably would have lost money because there's a monthly fee for that account.
Let me recap. Folks, probably nothing, probably yes, but I would have lost money because there's a monthly fee to keep that account. Let me introduce you to no fee account, Aurum New Bank. You don't pay monthly fees. You pay one-time membership, like an elite group of financiers that this company is, and you stay connected to Aurum New Bank. This very quickly take you through the registration process. Of course, it's been registered in Aurum New Bank in Warsaw, Poland. Aurum Eco Investment or Aurum Eco Investment in Dubai, and of course in Hong Kong, it's Aurum Foundation. This is a global, decentralized banking system. Friends, right now, like Vince, if you had $1,000 last 6 months in a bank, it would have probably gone to 950 because you could have paid a lot of fees just to keep the money there. Here, not only you put your $1,000 in there, and I'm going to go back to Vince. Today, Vince probably has his account, the same account. Vince, since 2025, August 20, or whatever you opened your account, my friend, till today, which is the April 12th of 2026, in the last 6 months, what happened to your account?
Okay, I opened it on September 6th, so it's about 7 months now. And I put in 1,065, and it's just approaching 4,000 right now. 39.95, I believe, as of yesterday.
Wow.
That's
Allow
almost
me to break this
threefold.
conversation right here. I'm coming back face to face with my good friends who are watching this video. Let me recap what Vince just said. On September 7th of 2025, he opened an account at Aurum New Bank, which we were talking about. And then he said he put in $1,065 US. And he says up to today, then I quote, it's probably around 4,000, $3,950, let's call it 4,000, 1,000 to 4,000 in 6 months. Where can you do that? How can you do that? This will blow most of people's mind, because I talked to my family from Sweden. They don't believe it. They actually think this is unbelievable. And guess what? It is. It is. It is. It is unbelievable. You know why? Because Einstein understands it. He said it's the most powerful force in the universe. Okay, direct quote from Einstein. Let me show you how you and your family have, those of you who watch at home, have those of you who have registered the same time as Vince has, as you put $100 or you even put $1,000, like Taha Gilany, my great nephew in Istanbul, and forget about it. Same time, we're going to talk about how you build a network, because at the same time that Vince has done that, he's also built a network. This is the classroom, my friends. Welcome. His network currently looks something like this. Okay, that's Vince. Voyager, 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 Voyager. Voyager means to starting a journey. Now, the greatest voyager of all connects me, Vince, and all of us was Marco Polo. And that's why I wrote in my book about Marco Polo. He went through Asia, China, the Strait of Hormuz. He went through there. He's described it greatly in his books and his works. Why am I telling you all of this? Because it's all related. What you follow, who you follow as a child, is who you become as an adult. Voyager is the first step to take to go to China. If you had there's a Chinese proverb, Vince probably can tell if it's true or not, but it says the trip to China starts with the first step. Today we're showing you the first steps of Aurum Foundation. It's gigantic, it's massive. There's no way I can show it to you in a short video. You need to spend 3 months in a classroom weekly, just like Vince and I, just we're doing. We're talking about it, we're calling, we're texting, we're building, we're having fun. The most important thing of the fundamentals. If it's not fun, I'm not doing it. Vince has the same religion, I believe. We do a lot of fun things together. We have a fun community. Fun, by the way, guys, requires money. No funny, no honey, no money. Quincy's joining us. Quincy is a guest. He hasn't really seen the presentation. Quincy, sir, welcome. I am here with my good friend Vince. We're already in the middle of presentations. Feel free to come on mic, unmute yourself, or I'll just continue with the flow of the presentation that we started at 7:15. So welcome, sir.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening to you, my friend. Vince is here. Vince and I went through a journey. We just recorded this video of how Vince started with $1,000 in September 7th of 2025 with me in this Aurum Foundation that we represent today. Vince, can you tell Mr. Quincy what's that account done for you since September of 2025 till today, my friend?
From September 6th to yesterday, as of yesterday, it's gone from 1,065, which was my original deposit, to around $3,995, almost 4,000 as of
Nice.
yesterday.
Nice.
So almost was it 200%?
So I'm
200%
still
increase.
going to understand what is it we're doing. So I'm going to be the great listener.
I appreciate you, sir. Here's the good part. You brought the spice in because we were going to talk about this and we recapped it. But there's two ways to make money. One, some parks they're $100 to 100,000, which is the max limit, and they benefit from 10.5 to 17.5% monthly. If you divide that like Vince's basically money is done, it compounds, and compound interest. We also talked about it previously, is the most powerful force in the universe, which most people don't understand because I was an
According
influential.
to according to Albert Einstein, one of the fourth wonders, right?
Yes, well, one of the seven, but most powerful force as well.
Yeah.
That force is what this company gives the average person to put into use on daily basis. We get profits every day. So let me share some screens with you, then you will know what I'm talking about. But here's shortly the current situation in the banking is that people put their money in there just like Vince did in 2025. The September 6th, he put 1,000 here, and now he's got $4,000 because this robot goes into the financial markets every single day, buy, sell, buy, sell. It's a very smart guy. It makes decisions in tens of thousands of decisions in split seconds. Right now, Donald Trump and the whole world is using this in tracking people down right to the second that they breathe. So this is not political robot. This is an intelligent finance robot that does crypto trading, gold trading instantly, daily, 365, 7 days a week. The genius behind this is this young man. His name is Brian Benson. He's not actually as young as he looks right here, but he's got 27 years experience. He is led initiatives in crypto, in blockchain, in DeFi, in global market. He's a highly sought speaker with the banks of Swiss, Dubai, and Hong Kong. He is the CEO of Aurum Foundation. Just first anniversary, first year of the company going public. He's all over the media. You can follow him on Instagram. It's called Brian Crypto with an CRIPTO, and he's on YouTube with a lot of interviews. Just make sure that you see this picture of this young man here. He's talking at all of the banking conventions, internationally money movements. Brian Benson just spoke at Satoshi Roundtable. Now, most people don't know Satoshi. Well, Satoshi is the gentleman who invented or started this crypto mayhem that's going on up and down, and every day people are making money, losing money, or fearing, or some are lost their shirts and pants in this crypto because they didn't know what they were doing. We are the pioneers in education, Quincy, sir. Here's Brian himself from, the Silicon Valley to South America to China to Hong Kong now to Dubai, and he's all over the world promoting the Aurum brand. Forbes magazine has written about him. Let's hear about him. Let's hear him.
Look back 2 years ago, AI finance.
Is that an audio or live?
That's Brian. No, that's a recorded one. That's a recording.
Sort of, yield-bearing product that is actually working, right? You can go into certain kinds of apps, and we're building it into Aurum, and you can say, hey, I have $1,000. I want 30% of it to be high risk, 10% of it to be this, the other to be bad. And in a month from now, update me on how it's going, and let's see where we're at, and maybe we can shift it then. And so you can talk to these things, and in a very simple and easy way, you can accomplish things that before it took a PhD in programming to figure out. And so I think that's the difference here. Is it's coming closer and closer to the everyday person. We are a true crypto native, crypto first neobank. And so we have a leg up because we're not bringing crypto into a legacy system and introducing it to people that don't really know about it or aren't sure about it. We're bringing crypto first, and then the rest of the banking experience comes later. And so I think we're flipping it on our head. So I think you're going to see in the next 2 years a huge increase in the amount of users that are coming over from some of these other neobanks into crypto first neobanks. And Aurum's not the only one, but we hope to be the leader in that space. Look back.
Now that was Brian, and what he just said is that we're teaching people about crypto first, then we introduce them to all of the other financial services, the banking investment services, if you will. So education is the key. I, on behalf of all Canadians, Vince, myself, and I hope in behalf of Mr. Quincy here who's joined us, went to Dubai, met Ahmad Zen. Ahmad Zen is one of the biggest real estate owners, gold jewelry chains, and places like that in Dubai. And he happens to be Canadian. His family's here in Stony Creek. And I sat down with him for 3, 4, 5 hours, talked about the company, their mission, their vision, and he told me that this company was built for special people, for those who are hungry and teachable, because I have all my life helped millionaires become billionaires. Now I want to help average and ordinary people, give them a chance to use these tools to build financial wealth for themselves. The other gentleman is my Camel Care brand that we talked about in the beginning, and we're introducing that into Saudi markets. The Forbes magazine has written about Aurum Foundation. Again, this is going to be a lot of information. Some of you need to watch this video twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, as many times as it takes, because the end result is absolutely mind-blowing. Oh, there you goes. Aurum Foundation notification referral reward from ZooSpot. Now, I'm going to explain that to you what it means, but I don't have a Bitcoin, but somebody in the customers that we have right now has a Bitcoin, and I get paid on it every single day. I don't know how Bitcoin works. No clue. But this guy right here, EXAI bot, knows very well. It has 4 years of experience in crypto market tradings since 2023. It has never lost, is the winning champion of all money-making machines, and it has produced 17.5% since its invention. Since we joined last year, 2025, I just joined on August 11th of 2025. It was trading with $56 million. Earlier this year, it had reached 77 million US dollars. And as of today, it's over $99 million being traded by this robot on daily basis. So if you've got 100 or 100,000, you can put it with the millions of people's money who are millionaires. They make money different ways. Average and ordinary people don't make this money. They put it in the bank. They think it's safe. Let me ask you this. If you had $100 in your basic account in the bank, how much are you getting there? Nothing, according to Vince, and you get to lose 10% because of fees and all the banking basically restrictions that you have. Your accounts get blocked. Here you have $100, you get 10.5%. You have $200, you get 11.5%. You have $1,000, you get 12%. You have $2,500. Now these numbers are US dollars, friends, because Canadian dollars losing value just like anything else. Here is a business account, the middle line that says 13 and at 13.9%. I believe every business in Canada needs to open a business account today. Why? This will generate enough income to cover some of your expenses, maybe your fixed expenses, maybe some of your rents. At VIP level, $10,000 to $24,000, you're getting 14%, 14.8% every single month, and the profits are withdrawable every single day. Luxury level, which is where I am right now parked, you will make 15.754%. So I have various accounts in different of these sizes in all of these basically different categories, because diversification, checking out results, all of that. That's my job. I was a financial advisor before, no longer I am, but I have never seen performance like this. I have never seen a company that offers the customer 17.5% globally with solid leadership like this company. Let's look at this account exactly a year ago today. April 10th, 2025 to May 16th, $10,000 grew to $12,000. And the investment, the genius of Einstein was put on here. See, it says reinvest button. Nobody's going to do that. The company's not going to do that for you. You are responsible to put reinvestment button on. And if you do that, it's going to happen to your account. See here, April 10, 2024 to June 24, 24 of 2025. This money had grown to 15,000. That was a one-time 10,000 investment. Look at the account, same account number, same consistency. 16 weeks later, $100. 16 weeks later, April 10th to August 10th, that $10,000 turned into $20,000. And Vince just told you that his $1,000 has grown to $4,000. And let me follow this account again. Till recently, I asked Hugh Paul to send us a last version. This very account in exactly 1 year is at 46,000, and that was like a month ago. Referral again. Welcome referrals. Money is always welcome here. We talk about money, just AI finance. See here how you get access to this system. It's very simple. You get an invitation from the person who sends you this video, from myself, from Vince, from any other people who are here already registered. We paid a fee of $19.99. We're members here, exclusive membership. And when registered, what do we need? We need a Proton VPN. What's a Proton VPN? It's a protected network. VPN, virtually protected network. That's what VPN is. So if you're basically going around in the internet, you need this to be protected from all of the hacks, all of the things that come to your computer automatically on social media, everywhere. Anything you like will come to your face. I guarantee you that. That's how it works, and VPN protects that. Brave browser is the same way. It is a very secure browser, and it is global now. It's amazing. Anything you put in, just like Google, you put in Brave and it'll come back with amazing results. It is encrypted. Only you and your basically correspondence will know. Last one is authenticator. Why we need authenticator? This is very, very easy. Every time you log out of your account, if you log back into it, remember this is a virtual bank account. It looks just like this: Aurum, dashboard, live trade, finance, financial proposal. These are all links that you can expand. You can go to other sections. You need these three things at the bottom. And when you register, when you get your link from the person who sent you this video, or myself, or anyone else that is basically forwarding this video, in Canada and US, you will choose US minor outlying islands when you put your phone number. Your phone number goes here. The only thing that you choose, which is right at the bottom, close to the bottom, top 10 bottom of the choices, you will have US outlying minor islands. You follow that. You have Proton, you have Brave, you have Authenticator, you have an account at Aurum Foundation. And the products are unlimited, and this is a great way to know how solid this company is. Visa and Aurum have partnered up in having this incredible visa that I use, that I love, that takes me around the world. Everywhere I go, it gives me the currency. I don't need to exchange it to US dollar. I didn't need to get to the airport. I don't need to do any of the things that I used to do, because AI is changing the world. This is me here in Canada. Scotiabank took out $2,000. Here's another one. I took out another $2,000, another or $1,000 another day. Here's a Hadi in Montreal buying lunch. Again, here, a last one is again myself right here taking out some money from Canada. I tested this all over the world. And to speed up your time, here's the card. Aurum Infinity Visa. And here's the cash. And that cash comes from the profits that this EXAI bot again creates. It has produced 17.5%, which is astronomical, which is Einstein-like, which is genius, which is Brian Benson-like. But it's not the only robot. There's 7 other ones. This is called a Zeus EXAI bot, Zeus AI bot, and this one is a parking lot for crypto. I put things in layman words because my customers are truck drivers, doctors, dentists, like average and ordinary people. So I need to make sure that they understand the terminology that it's used here is like jargon. You would not understand it if you were just going about your business every day. But I'll break it down for you. Zeus AI bot, this robot, is a parking lot for any crypto. Anybody has a Bitcoin, any of these things, Ethereum, things like this, Pepe. I don't even know what they stand for. That's the funny thing. But you put it here, you get 17 to 20% on top of what the markets do. This is just unbelievable. I hope I'm not the only one excited about this opportunity. I hope Quincy is seeing a
Hello?
little bit of light at the end of this presentation. That's what we're talking about. The liquidity staking is that vault or that place that you put all of those things, and you will access this 24/7. Anytime you want to cash out, you cash out. It's available to you. There's an exchange and it is active. I don't trade, so I don't use it right now. I may when I get some time, but I don't have no interest here. But those of you who do active trading, any money that you put here, you will get 20% more of all of the profits that you get, because it's using the bot, EXAI bot. It's using this guy to go and trade in the markets. Currently, Aurum Foundation has added 2 members to their team besides Brian Ahmadzen and all of the other 35 executives. It's Bokir Kalkuha, and he was the ex-deputy finance minister of Sierra Leone, a country in Africa with a lot of gold, maybe not the resources, maybe not the structure to dig it out, to basically put it in bars and put it in their central bank to use all the riches for their people. They didn't have that capacity right now. But Aurum has gone there and given them that capacity, made it available, and tokenizes this gold. Nick Patel, of course, is 25 years of experience in global finance. I heard one interview from him and just blew my mind. I wanted to research these people. These are the people who are going to lead this company into the great place that it is right now. The gold market, I just opened an account, and I'll show you my account, and it's making money daily, basically exactly like the other bot that trades the cryptos. This one trades gold markets. Amazing. The future of the company is great. There's going to be banking locations all over the world. I'm hoping in my village of Iran, where I was born, I'm going to put up a couple of these, and there will be basically ATMs that you can put crypto in. You can take cash out. You can put cash in, take crypto out, whatever, with two-way machines. There will be POSs all over the world, and I'm putting one into my first store with the Camel Company. Right now, it's been introduced in Hong Kong and also in Brazil as the latest news from the company as of last week. All of this information verifiable, available on Telegram. All you need to do is go ahead and subscribe to the channel, the Aurum English channel, and you will have all of this. This is my story, my friend Quincy, and I'm sticking with this strategic vision, building consistent monthly cash flow through structured volume
So here's what I
automation.
need you to do. I need to
Yes.
include a few people on this. So I need you to take your time, name the name of your company, and explain what the AI bot does. Because some people don't believe. So I just need you to, if you can just go over that, explain and say, well, Quincy asked me to explain this, and they name the name of the company, and you see what the AI bot. Can you do that? Is that okay?
Absolutely. I did that in the beginning, but I'm going to go back just for a quick recap. Of course, I
Hold,
will do that, and I will show you my own account. That is what I wanted to do, actually. Here's the name of the
hold on.
company,
Hold on.
Aurum, and here's the bad dashboard that I've told you about, and the CEO of the company, which I will show you right now. Here's the genius of the all times about money, because I was a financial advisor for 10 years. I know when I know people who talk about money, I know how much they know. So the company is legal structure is right here. I want you to think about this one right here. It is called Aurum, and the legal structure is, most people say, where's register, how valid it is, how solid it is. It's in Warsaw, Poland. It's Dubai, UAE, and it's in Hong Kong. And those 3 places have been basically the center points of work for Aurum since the beginning. And now they're making call centers all over the world, including in Philippines, call centers, and there's a whole lot ecosystem going on. You just got to be connected. But this is how you get connected, this through this coincidence. So I appreciate that comment or question. Let me go to the registration place. This is really, really important because many people have this question about it, which is how do I register? How do I get access? Okay. Exclusive ecosystem invitation link will be sent to you and those who are interested in getting these benefits, just like us. We're just customers, okay? We don't work
Hold
for
on.
all.
I just need you to explain how the AI bot works, like how you were talking. So that
Absolutely.
hold on, just a
So
second. Hold on.
here's the AI bot part. This robot was built through, as of my understanding, as of right now, built through COVID-19 and was tested right after. So imagine those 2 years of quietness, all of these geniuses, Brian Benson, getting together, putting this robot, feeding it with all of the information from Bloomberg to Japan on daily, 24/7. And every time it makes a mistake or it makes something that is even less, it learns from that. So it's a progressively learning political news, economic news, oil news, war news, all of this is in here. So the buys and sells are based on intelligence, artificial intelligence. And all of these bots were like this. And this was estimated, and banks wanted to buy this robot for $100 million. They decided, no, we don't want to buy this. They tested with 12.5 million in 2023. It went buy, sell all day, every day, 365. And it has produced ever since 17.5%. Some months been 12, maybe 13, 14, but I've never seen anything less than 14%. All of these are verifiable information that you can get through this training. Again, we're not here to sell anything. We're here just to show you our story, to share mission of the company, to tell them what we're here looking for. The mission of the company is to find 1,000 volunteers who are hungry and who are teachable, who want to be.
You remember you're telling about the bot, right?
Yes.
But I just want you to because as I said, I want them to understand that the AI bot how it works. So just give at least a minute or two describing the AI bot.
Yes, sir. I will do that. So here's the AI bot. Okay. Here's the Zeus bot. Let me go back to the AI bot, which is the first product with this company, but there's so many other products. This guy right here. 17.5 returns happen because this bot, based on how much you give it, again, it's not going to be the same percentage for every person, but it will be based on these categories. $100 to $249 category falls under basic, which produces 10.5%. The company still makes 17.5%. They give the customer 10.5%. They will keep 7%. If you go to standard, it's just 249 to 1,000, which is what Vince put in on September 6th. Again, he put more than this. He's actually at comfort. We'll get there. But 249 to 1,000 makes 11.5%. The company makes 17.5%. The company keeps the 6.5%. You get 11.5%. Comfort, which Vince was exactly here, gets 12.5%. The company keeps 5%. So on and so forth, all the way down to ultimate, which is where somebody put 50,000, which was Ahmad Zen, the gentleman that you just saw me in the picture with. His mother lives in Dubai with him. He lives with his mother. He actually is a mama's boy, he told me. So I give him a bunch of Camel products. But he said that she has a $50,000 put on this robot, and every month she gets $10,000 to $15,000. Depend on the month. Some months are 10, some months 12, but that's the average that she gets in income. I have tested it out myself since January of 2025, I put $19,000 on the robot, which is 15.74%. I put in 19,000, and it has produced $1,000 minimum US dollars a week. Weekly $1,000 is cash for life. This is really a good place to stop and talk about it, Quincy. So this is what I'm talking about. People go line up for cash for life in lotteries on Fridays to scratch the surface to see how much they can. One in a billion, maybe minus how many people win, I don't know. But here is a solid way. Now, as a financial advisor, if I had this weapon in my hand when I had all those 2,000 customers from Primerica, that would be a blow up. Unfortunately, then there was no artificial intelligence. But now I'm building it globally. My family in Sweden, my family in Australia who watch this video are on it. My family in Middle East, which is under bombs right now, on it. For people in Canada, there's absolutely no excuse
So
why they.
so hold on. So one of the question is the bot, is it automatic trading or you're advising the trade?
Yes, there are 35 top best traders that came from, Binance. Binance was the first exchange that Brian Benson worked at. 35 of those geniuses came with Brian to this company. Yes, it's overrun by people. Of course, it is overrun by people, but the robot makes the buy and sell and the decision. But if, let's say, something happens, Armageddon, yes, there are people who are overlooking it, checking it out. Thank you for that notification as well. Any other questions I can answer, my friend?
No, that's it.
Well, as I was mentioning, for people in Canada, US, Mexico, we just started with wins all over the world. But my family in Iran right now, under all of this war, 35 of them signed up before the internet went down. They haven't had internet for 7 weeks. You have absolutely no excuses. I'm Arif Gilany. I'm telling you this. You got to do this for your family because they need it. This was an example of a $10,000 grew, and now it's 46,000 in one single year. Subscription method, Visa. Again, going through all of this. The best news is not really this. It's this program that it offers. Okay, these 5 steps, Quincy, sir. 1, the compensation package. I was a financial advisor. I was in health and wellness. I have my own company. I've never seen a compensation package. I asked Ahmed Zen about compensation package. He said, we sent a team of people to America to study all of the network marketing companies, including Amway, Primerica, everything that you've ever seen. And they came back and combined it into the EIXI bot or the robotics, and they found and they made the best compensation package since the beginning of business, because it gives everybody the steps, simple steps on how to become a millionaire if they follow it. Residual income opportunity, massive. You register one client today, you get paid as long as their money is there, as long as their money growing, your commission's growing forever and ever. 3, a plan of action, proven system, 4 years. The threshold of any business to go bankrupt is 3 years. This company just does 3 years of groundwork before they even did it. Everything has been proven, and its system is phenomenal. Highly in demand products and services. 9 out of 10 Canadians are struggling with money. Americans similarly. Yet there's 4.5 million millionaires in Canada. They live elsewhere, folks. Millionaires are leaving Canada, but they making
So
the
there's
money.
some question. There's someone instructing the AI bot or overlooking it. Someone is overlooking it, but the AI bot are making the trade.
Correctly, that's right. So there are a lot of analysts there. As I mentioned, 35 of them actually overlooking it. This is a 24/7 operation, never sleeps, always active, always learning. But the network we work on, you can learn all about Quincy, about the EXAI bot, all of this from here, my friends. Let's take you there. I'm going to go out of this screen, go to my account. This is one place. The other place I can show you is this one right here. English Aurum channel. Okay, this one has everything one needs. Even for information, every person that sees this video can go and subscribe here for free, because once you become subscribed, you see all of the things, the videos, the photos, the things that the company is doing, all of the presentations that are happening, should you like to join one. Daily, 24/7. Here is the support, Aurum support. Anytime you need, 24/7, they're available. You just text them, they will text you back. Here's the Aurum New Bank. If you need a Visa card to order, you just open up the app, and the app will take you right to your account, and from there link it to your Aurum, and you don't have to do anything manually. You just put your email for Aurum here, and you go forward with your password. It's an integrated system. Here's the account that you will eventually get. It will be zeros on this section, main balance. Depending on where you have your money, in any bank you have, you can also have a Coinbase wallet. So today I'm going to show you live, Quincy, sir. If you had your money here, let's say you believe me, let's say you said, yes, I want to join. Let's say you had your $1,000 like Vince. Let's say you want to take some money out, because that's the big question. How do I take money out? In the next 5 minutes, I'll show you how to make money out. Let's go here to dashboard. I will check out my balance. My balance is, I have $337 available right now. Let's go to withdraw. And when we go withdraw, is we use what's called a USDC. And USDC is the equivalent of US dollar. Those who don't, basically are not familiar, I'm going here to my Coinbase, and I will say, Coinbase, I want to get some crypto, or I want to get some money. Receive crypto. I go here, I use USDC. It should give me a code. I understand, warning, okay. Copy this. I take this copy of this link that it just gave me the address. I take it to my Aurum account. I paste it right here. So I say paste. Now it'll ask me for 2 authentication. So I have my phone ready. It's going to ask me for 2-factor authentication. The network we use is Polygon. Continue. It will say that you have 337 of profit from yesterday available. How much of it do you want to withdraw? You can put 25 bucks, you can put $10,000, or you can put just max here. I have 337. I'm going to say withdraw. It's going to say authenticator. I will go on my phone. I'll show my face to my authenticator to make sure that nobody's stealing my money. So here you go. And it will give me a code one more time. It's very quick. So sometimes you have to be very patient with it. If you don't get it on time or it expires on you, just be mindful of that. Okay, withdrawal done. Go to dashboard. The balance goes to 0. Go to Coinbase. Not immediately, but in about 2 minutes, it will show up on this balance right here. And when I have the money here, like I do right now, I have some cash. Let me go to the cash. I say I withdraw my cash and take it to my account. No, I don't have any, so I have to wait for it, but that's another video. I'll show you how your money is connected to your bank, CIBC, BMO. I use Simply Bank. I love Simply Bank, and I've connected it to this Coinbase, and I sent it. So if I go to my transactions, you will see all of the transactions that I've done. Received, all of these. 3,000, 3,000, 2,000, 2,000, 3,000, 500, 700, 900. All of these are the monies that I received from Coinbase, exactly like this, and sent to my personal account where I use it for daily expenses. And that was the end of our presentation, Quincy. That's what we do, my friend. And if you have any questions, I'm here to answer.
No question.
Again, those who watch this on YouTube, those of you who are already registered in Aurum, I promised that we're going to show you 2 ways to make money. That was one. You give it to the robot, you let it go to work, 10.5 to 17.5. Second way coming right up right now. So let me see how you can make money by building a network like this. Okay. Voyager means the person who starts to travel like Marco Polo, as I mentioned, like anywhere that you want to go. When you go on your best trip, let's say a trip of your lifetime, who do you take with you? Who do you take with you when you go on a really exciting trip? I took Vince with me. I called Vince first. He says, yes, sir. I said, let's get started. He said, yes, sir. He did it. He's profiting. I called my brother. I said, bro, he's in Sweden. I said, I found something like this. He said, I don't know anything. I'm old. I don't know. I said, your son, get him on the phone. Let me show him how to do it. He did it. He's happy. Whoever's valuable to you need to see this. So let me now go back to my presentation. I will show you this sensation of Brian Benson created. When you get registered and have an account, you become a Nova. A Nova is like a new star, Nova Star, you know, the Northern Star, whatever you call it. You get 3% referral profit from direct sales. Anybody that opens an account anywhere in the world and puts $100 on the robot that I showed you, you get 3% from the company. It means $3 from the company's budget for marketing goes to you. But why just stay at 3 if you can get 5? Voyager, that's what I was showing you here, right here. Voyager journey. Voyagers get 5%. Same $100 deposit, whether from Australia, from Mongolia, from Iran, or from Europe, you get 5% this time. $5 for every $100 deposit. How do you become a Voyager? You have on the bot in sales $7,500 in total sales. That means it could be one investor has 7,500. It could be 2 investors who have 3,000, 3,500, or it could be 7 investors who have 1,000, or it could be 30 investors who have $100. Depend on how many. It's just the volume, and the volume picks up as soon as you start to increase your network. Your net worth starts to increase. You can get 7% as a Vanguard, which means anybody anywhere in your network puts $100, you get $7, and you get a $300 bonus from the company, $500, pardon, and your contribution, your own personal deposit into the EXAI bot could be 300. Imagine putting $300 in and getting $500 as a bonus. That's exactly what happens. That's what happened to Vince. That's what happened to me. That's what happened to everybody who follows this process. This is the $1 million process. Love the most compound interest in people here. You teach 2 people exactly the same as I'm teaching Vince right now. You can take this, my friend, my good friend, my guest here. You take it to teach it to people in Jamaica, to islands, anywhere you go, anywhere in the world. Pro gets 9, 10, 12, and these are where Oracle, if you see shareholder, you become a shareholder in the company. Far right corner, it says shareholder, 0.1%. A person in Indonesia or Malaysia makes a sale or opens an account for someone in this bank, and you get 0.01%. That happens every 3 months as a big bonus check. Dominion is when the person gets $500,000 extra bonus instantaneously, not at the end of the year, not when the calculation's done, not when accounting is finished. When you get promoted here, instantly you get paid. Why? Because it's AI money. It's fast. It comes to your account right there. I've seen this happen in front of my eyes to my good friend Hugh Paul. He was giving a presentation like this to India. And he said, by end of this presentation, I'll pass 500,000 and become Dominion, because it was at 4,999 and whatever. It was like 5,000 left before he had total sales volume of $25 million. The company give you a reward of 500,000. And guess how it happens? In the last 12 months, there's 6,000 of us. Guess how many people he invited into Aurum? 5 people led him to $500,000. Yes, my friend, that's the power of compound interest, the power of network marketing, if you will. It's not even a network marketing because you could bring an investor that brings in that volume and it'll take you right to the top. You can bypass your boss here. The boss is the person who works hardest here. You can make incredible amount of money here. In 90 days, I replaced my income and I'm teaching this now to my friends and family from all over the world because I know the pain of lack. I know how it works. 4% of the population in the world have the money, 5%, over $1 million net worth. I've interviewed a lot of these people. I know how they think. And their thinking is much more different than 41% and the 54% who are broke. You know, everything they say starts from the mind. You know, 54% of people think week to week, how do I survive this week? 41% will be thinking month to month. Millionaires think year to year. Billionaires think decade to decade. That's how the game goes. You got to change your thinking because there's only 4 ways to make money. And employment and military go hand in hand. Employment was made for military and factory workers back in 1800, and today we still have people depending on this and hoping to have a good outcome. Unless you're a CEO of a big company like Canadian Tire that I worked on for a few years, that John Wayne, American man that came and led the company for 3-4 years, he was getting $5 million a year. I said, wow. I was in the mailroom. I was getting $17.50 per hour. Self-employed. Doctors, dentists work really, really hard. As soon as they take off their foot from the gas, their income goes with them to the vacation. Their bills still have to be paid. Unless you're a professional, absolutely the best in self-employment, it is very hard to make money. The best ways, according to Robert Kiyosaki, to make money is to be in business or investor. Aurum Foundation gives everybody to become an investor and a business owner at the same time with the same 1999. This is the greatest system that is being introduced on a daily basis. My job is very simple. I'm blessed to have a team of people that are working all over, but my job is to expose, to follow up, to sign up, to make sure they prosper. And that's what happens every single Monday. Tomorrow it's going to be a Monday call with Shane Moran, global Canadian sensation. Nobody in Canada even knows. This country is funny. We love to watch the news and get crippled by taxes, yet we don't put time to come and learn who the real heroes are. Shane Moran was just in Paris representing Aurum team. He's going to be talking tomorrow. On Monday to Thursday, we have meetings at 11 a.m., 3 p.m., and 4 p.m. for friends and family in my mother tongue Kurdish language. We're taking this home. This is a zone 1 video. The next level will require next level of you. If you're ready, the company is here, the teacher is here, the system is here, everything is here for you to really be all you can be. In 7 days, I can show anybody to go to Voyager. 7 days. 7 days. Send this video to 50 people. See how many of them come back and say thank you. I start anything that I start with a blast, like going with a rocket. I started with 50 people. I exposed this to 50 people. One of them is Vince. He's here. Others are around the world. I meet with them on different terms and different times. We can leverage this company. You can become, as Archimedes said, give me a lever long enough and a place to stand on, and I will move the entire earth. This company gives you such powers because of all of the mentorship, teamwork, network, infinite networks, tools, AI, but all that you do. Here's Shane, the Canadian hero. I will close with this.
Announce that a true professional has joined our team. Shane Moran is a master trainer, strategist, and world-class mentor. His track record includes building a company from the ground up to $1 billion in sales in under 5 years, transforming the lives of 2.2 million families across more than 50 countries. Shane is an author, an internationally awarded leader, and one of the world's most powerful communicators. His knowledge, energy, and vision inspire thousands to expand their financial reach. Shane Moran's contribution takes our growth to the next level and reinforces Aurum's position as a force shaping the future of finance.
Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your attention, everyone. And those of you who are looking to make this year the absolute best year of your life, make sure you get in touch with us. We'll connect you with a local coach, with someone like Vince, like myself, like anyone around the world who can show you, help you download the apps, help you get a link, and help you get connected. I appreciate that. Thank you and have a great day, everyone. We look forward to seeing you next.